The next subject is microcontroller, and it is there for in your CET for 7 marks. So 7 full questions will be asked. What is microcontroller? Microcontroller may be considered as a specialized computer on chip ಅಥವಾ single chip computer ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬಹುದು. This MUSI contains a simplified ಒಂದು processor ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, memory may be RAM and ROM ಇರಬಹುದು, IO ports ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, peripheral devices such as counters, timers ಮತ್ತು A to D converter ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಒಂದು single chip IC ಒಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. Hence it is ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆನ್ ಚಿಪ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಚಿಪ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೇಜರ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಮ್ಯೂಪಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿ? ಸೊ ಮ್ಯೂಪಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಕಂಟೇನ್ CPU, ಮೆಮರಿ ಅಡ್ರೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ಕಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರಪ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ಕಿಟ್. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಸಚ್ ಆಸ್ ಆನ್ ಚಿಪ್ ಟೈಮರ್, ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ IO, ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ RAM, ROM ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ and it requires the combination of other chips. ಬೇರೆ other units ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತಾವ such as timers, program and data memory chips, interrupt controller for its a proper functioning. ಆದ್ರೆ microcontroller is a self-contained unit. It does not require any external interrupt controllers such as timers, UART for its functioning ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. The microprocessors are intended to be general purpose digital computer. ಇವು general purpose ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, but MUSI they are intended to be special purpose digital controllers. ಇವು general purpose, ಇವು special purpose. Microprocessors have one or two types of bit handling instructions. So bit handling one ಅಥವಾ two types ಇರ್ತವೆ, but MUSI ಒಳಗೆ many types of bit handling instructions available. Microprocessor it does not contain built-in IO ports. ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ready-made IO ports ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, but MUSI ಒಳಗೆ most of them contain multiple built-in IO ports, ready-made IO ports ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. And microprocessors are suitable for large and general purpose. ಆದ್ರೆ MUSI are suitable for small and limited applications, ಅಂದ್ರೆ specific applications ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. And lastly, microprocessors have limited power saving option. ಆದ್ರೆ MUSI includes the power saving features. So these are the major difference between microprocessor and microcontroller. Next topic, hardware architecture. So we have a hardware architecture versus von Neumann architecture. So hardware architecture, it has a separate buses. That is the Princeton versus von Neumann. So it has got a separate buses for instructions as well as data fetching. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ von Neumann ಒಳಗೆ it shares the single common bus for instruction and data handling. So instructions data handling separate buses ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಬಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಫಾರ್ both instructions and data fetch ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ. And it is easier to pipeline, so high performance can be achieved. So in here high performance can be achieved, but here the low performance is there because as compared to hardware architecture it is cheaper. So point to be noted ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is cheaper. And next, it is comparatively high cost, it is a cheaper one. And next, separate memory for the data and code, and here the data and code they share a single memory. So ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ಮೆಮರಿನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾವೆ, ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮೆಮರಿ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. And next we have a difference between RISC ಮತ್ತು CISC ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. So RISC ಮತ್ತು CISC ಒಳಗೆ so point to be noted. So ಇದು ಹಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ so the corrections has to be made here. This is a Harvard, not hardware. This is Harvard, HARVARD. So Harvard architecture versus von Neumann. Harvard architecture ಒಳಗೆ separate buses for instructions as well as data fetching. So ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ it shares a single ಒಂದೇ bus for instruction and data fetch ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. So it is easier to pipeline, so high performance can be achieved. ಇಲ್ಲಿ low performance compared to Harvard architecture. So it is comparatively Harvard architecture high cost ಐತಿ, von Neumann cheaper ಐತಿ, separate memory is there for data and code. ಇಲ್ಲಿ data code share one single memory. Next we have RISC and CISC. So what is RISC? RISC ಅಂದ್ರೆ reduced instruction set computer. ಇದು complex instruction set computer. RISC is mainly the RISC design approach is suitable for efficient handling of the pipelining. So efficient handling pipeline easily use ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. But CISC it is the design approach is not suitable for efficient handling of pipelining. ಇಲ್ಲಿ throughput is more, output is high, ಇಲ್ಲಿ output is less. And next, here the operations are performed on the registers only. Load and store, they are only memory operations. ಇಲ್ಲಿ operations are performed either on register or memory. RISC includes a single fixed length instructions. ಆದರೆ CISC ಒಳಗೆ it includes a variable length instruction. risk less silicon usage and pin count. Here more silicon usage since more additional decoders. Okay, silicon usage kadimi, silicon usage jasti, and RISC is used in Harvard architecture and CISC uses Harvard athwa von Neumann architecture, mainly von Neumann. Next, features of microcontroller. What are the important features? Number one, as we know, 8051 microcontroller, it has got 8-bit CPU with a resistor, that is accumulator A, that is a resistor A accumulator anta karitivi, and we have a B, and we have a 16-bit PC program counter iರ್ತೈತಿ, and a DPTR also 16-bit. We have a 8-bit program status word PSW ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, 8-bit stack pointer SP, and we have internal ROM of 4 kilobyte, internal RAM of 128 bytes, consisting of ಅದರೊಳಗೆ 4 register banks ಇರ್ತವೆ, bank 0, bank 1, bank 2, bank 3, containing 8 registers, and we have a 16 bytes which may be containing 8 register. We have a 16 bytes which may be addressed at the bit level, and we have a 80 bytes of general purpose data memory irtati, and 4 flags irtava, and we have a 32 input output pins arranged as a 4 8-bit ports, port 0, port 1, port 2, port 3, and we have a 2 16-bit timers or counters, timer 0, timer 1, T0, T1, and we have a full duplex serial data receiver athwa bar transmitter SBUF iರ್ತತಿ, control register, that is TCON, TMOD, SCON and PCON, IP and IE. We have a 2 external and 3 internal interrupt sources, and we have oscillators and clock circuits. Everything ಇದರೊಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. With respect to architecture of 8051 ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ, and it has got a central processing unit CPU ಇರ್ತತಿ, and this CPU of 8051 it does the arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, comparison ಮತ್ತು logical operation and or not etc ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, rotate, clear, etc. The internal memory ಏನೈತಲ್ಲ, 8051 has got the 2 types of internal memory on the RAM, and this internal RAM is of 128 bytes starting from 00 to 7F, and it also referred as a data memory ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. Next we have a ROM. The internal ROM 4 KB ranging from 4 zeros to 0 triple F ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ program memory. So data memory ಮತ್ತು program memory. And we have SFR, special function register. 8051 has got several special function register. Okay, A, B, DPTR, PSW, IP, IE, TCON, SCON, PCON, port 0, port 1, port 2, port 3, SBUF, etc. All these are byte addressable ಇರ್ತವೆ, some of them bit addressable ಕೂಡ ಇರ್ತವೆ. Counters and timers. So we have a 2 16-bit up counters named T0, T1. They are provided, and each counter it may be programmed to act as a timer athwa counter depending upon the internal clock pulses. Next we have a serial port iರ್ತತಿ. The register SBUF is used to hold the serial data, and register SCON controls the data communication. SCON controls the communication of the data. And we have interrupt control. This can be enabled athwa disabled by altering the control bits in the interrupt enable register IE, interrupt priority register IP, interrupt control register, that is TCON. And we have a internal interrupts bartava yavapa. The following are the 3 important 3 interrupts which are generated by the internal operations. The timer flag, that is TF0, TF1, and serial port interrupts RI athwa TI. And we have external interrupts bartava. The following 2 interrupts are triggered by the external signals. One, the int 0 low, and int 1 active low ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. And next we have a reset, ಅಂದ್ರೆ whenever a high level is applied to the RST pin, 8051 enters into reset condition, and reset can be considered to be non-maskable interrupt ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. And next we have a IO ports ಬರ್ತವೆ. There are 4 IO ports, port 0, port 1, port 2, port 3, each of 8 lines, and some of these ports can be configured as input ಅಥವಾ output ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. And we have oscillators and clocks. And on-chip oscillator ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, it requires an external crystal for its operation. Trigger pulses ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, and we are using a natural, that is quartz crystal, which is connected for this purpose using the terminals XTL1 and XTL2. This is regarding the internal memory of 8051. And next we have a register structures of 8051 ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, the register structure of 8051 it can be treated as a collection of 8 ಮತ್ತು 16-bit register ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, and 8-bit memory locations ಇರ್ತವೆ. Each register with exception of program counter has an internal 1 byte of address ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ನಂಬರ್ 1 ಏನೇನು ಬರ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ನಾಗ, ಜನರಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ 8051 ಒಳಗೆ, ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರ್ಯಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ 128 bytes, ಅದರೊಳಗೆ 32 bytes ಆರ್ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅಸೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ GPR, ಜನರಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 0 to 1F. and these are organized as 4 banks, 8 registers each, R0 to R7 hanga 4 separate banks bartava. Special function register 8051 got several function SFRs, A, B, DPTR, PSW, IP, IE, TCON, SCON, PCON, P0, P1, P2, P3, SBUF, etc. These are useful in accessing IO ports access madak use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ. And we have a timers, bar counter, serial ports, power controlling, etc. And these SFR ಏನದವಲ್ಲ, it can be accessed by their names ಅಥವಾ using address starting from 80 to FF, point to be noted. And we have a math register, ಯಾವ್ಯಾವಪ್ಪ A and B, register A, register B ಗ math register ಅಂತೀವಿ. Accumulator is used for arithmetic ಮತ್ತು logical operations, and it is mainly and it is used as a destination for all addition subtraction operation ಗೆ ಬಳಸ್ತಾರ. The interrupt register IP and IE ಏನದವಲ್ಲ, this can be enabled ಅಥವಾ disabled by altering the control bits of the IE and IP. Next we have a timer bar counter, that is TL0, TL1, TH0, TH1. If 8051 has got two 16-bit up counters, T0, T1 adava, and these counters divided into two 8-bit register, avka TL0, TL1 higher hogodadra TH0, TH1. And we have a timer control registers, that is T-mod and T-code. All the counter action is controlled by the bit states in the T-mod. And we have a timer mode control register, and we have TCON timer counter register. Next we have a serial data register, SCON, SBUF and PCON. We have a SBUF, and SBUF is used to hold the data, buffer to hold the data, and SBUF is physically 2 registers, and one is write only, and it is used to hold the data. And okay, via transmit. The other is, so ಎರಡು ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, one is for writing and other is to read only. One write only, one read only, and it holds the received data from external source via RxD receiver. One the transmitter, one the receive purpose use ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Next we have a PSW, program status word. ಇದು is very important. It's a bit addressable 8-bit flag register. ಇಲ್ಲಿ group of flags ಇರ್ತವೆ. Certain 8051 instructions check these flags to determine which of the two alternative actions should be done in executing the instructions. So ಯಾವ action ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನದು decide ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. And this is regarding the flag register. Carry flag, auxiliary carry flag, F0, RS1, RS0, overflow ಮತ್ತು parity. So in the next video we will go through this PSW.